It's February, the month of love. Let's talk about something extra spicy to celebrate. Last year, for Valentine's Day, we talked about Hannah and the Beastman with the idea of enthusiastic consent. This year, we're really going to turn up the spice and have a look at the internship. Standing at a sturdy and impressive 300 or so pages, it's not only one of the best spicy furry comics out there art-wise, but a rather fascinating character study on self-worth and emotional maturity. While it masquerades as a gay porno in a world of dog people, it also has some pretty raw, emotional character moments that will make you put the tissue box away and maybe do some introspection. We join main characters Andy and Cooper. They're young, aspiring office interns trying to break into the industry of, having a steady job, and Andy is giving a presentation on workplace politics. The CEO of a packaging company enjoys his, presentation so much that he offers Andy a job to be his assistant and sexy time boy toy. And before you call HR, just remember what kind of comic this is. Andy takes the job, if only to rub it in his friend Cooper's face. Sexy time ensues, as you might imagine. I can't show you any of this on YouTube, just take my word for it. Now, Andy and Cooper's relationship is complicated. The on-again, off-again friendship slash bullying rivalry between the two of them is not a healthy thing, most of all from Cooper's perspective. Cooper is... how do I put this delicately? Cooper kind of fucking hates himself. He's not successful in the workplace, he's not good with money, he's not socially or emotionally well adjusted. He's kind of a hot mess, and he knows it. While the comic does go into a lot of detail about Andy sleeping around a lot and enjoying himself life-wise, the real story is about Cooper and his struggles to become a well-adjusted adult out in the real world. You see, Cooper is bisexual, with eyes not only for women in general, but Andy. They've been friends since forever, but Cooper's ego, aggression, and mean sense of humor drives a wedge between him and everything else in his life pretty often. His defenses are so thick that he just cannot bring himself to be emotionally vulnerable and make real connections with people. While Andy continually tries to reach out to him, help him, keep him from hurting others, Cooper just isn't receptive. He can't bring himself to stop being an egotistical jerk long enough to accept help, or smile, or be a good person. He has no self-worth and can't function normally because he hates what kind of guy he is. It's really sad. So, like I said, while Andy blossoms, enjoys a fruitful new workplace, and is hot for his boss, Cooper struggles to even find good work after their internship at the office is officially over. This comic, while super horny at times, really is about self-worth, accepting your own sexuality, and being able to make honest connections with people. That is, allowing yourself to be happy despite your flaws and insecurities. Andy is everything that Cooper wants to be. Well-adjusted, sexually and socially confident, comfortable with himself in general. Cooper's drawn to him not only sexually but socially. Anyway, the comic kind of meanders for a long time, delving deep into their job woes, their sex lives, and it can really get a bit complicated while you try to remember who is sleeping with who is working where, and what everybody's financial situation is. The tangled web of who knows who and from where is ripe for plenty of drama, random hookups, and lots of yelling at each other because we're men and we have trouble expressing our feelings. Andy is an absolute slut, and there is no denying this, and Cooper is a temperamental douchebag with no emotional maturity. Both of those things come with their own unique problems, and the comic is not shy about exploring both of them in depth. I will stop here and compliment the comic that despite it being an explicitly, exclusively gay comic, female characters do exist. So many gay furry comics completely dispense with the opposite gender when it comes to their comics, and I have never really understood why. Yeah, you want to get to the good part and draw all the naked gay or lesbian sex to your little heart's content, but remember that the other gender exists too. The Internship has a number of important female characters that, while they're never shown completely naked or in any sex scenes, are actually important to the story. It's explicitly stated that Cooper was sleeping with mutual friend Chelsea, but he managed to screw that up by making out with Andy at a New Year's party and getting caught. I mean, the gay sex scenes, they do nothing for me, I'm straight, but I appreciate the effort that the author put into the story to make sure there are at least some women around here. Furry comics in general in the romance genre seem to have this problem, drawing bizarre worlds where only one gender exists. Even fantastic comics like I Think I Like You could only be bothered to have a singular female character, so I know it's kind of a problem across the furry comic genre. Speaking of drawing and artwork and such, I'm sure you've noticed by now, but my god, this comic is gorgeous. The expressions, the outfits, even the backgrounds are just amazing. Most comic artists can only do either backgrounds or bodies, but the Internship nails both with some pretty amazing style. I believe that all of these people are in the same room. I believe that this room is a real place, and I believe the shadows and the expressions and even the stylized cartoon heads that pop up for jokes now and then. This artist is a magnificent talent that you just don't see very often. I really do appreciate that there are characters with all different body types, age groups, and builds. You know, not everyone has chiseled abs and a gigantic porn star dick. This feels more normal, I guess. You'd believe that these are real people with varying degrees of health and stamina to them. That's something that not a lot of comics address, especially spicy ones. I noticed right away, and it was a delight to see this. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much more about the story, there's too many spoilers. Andy continues to be a happy-go-lucky boy toy for his boss. Cooper continues his bisexual angst while he tries to grow the fuck up and become a functional adult, and the people that are drawn into their orbits are all equally interesting and detailed characters. So, all that being said, should you read The Internship? I'd say definitely. The artwork is to die for, the characters are likable, the spicy parts are very spicy, and the message that it's trying to get across is pretty clear. Self-discovery is a big thing in early adulthood. Being happy with who you are is a big thing. It might not happen overnight or the next week or month or year, but working towards being comfortable in your own skin and making good connections with the people around you, that's what's most important in life. It's okay to let yourself be happy and to let others be near you. I say, check it out.